Alright guys, ZFR back here again today. That's right, Star Wars The Last Jedi. The trailer has finally dropped. We got our first trailer today. It was just a teaser trailer. It did a great job of that because it sold us everything and nothing at the same time. This was a really great trailer in my opinion. If you look really close and pay close attention to what's going on in the trailer, there's some really big stuff in here. So yeah, we're going to kind of go through, break this down, and just overall talk about why we're all excited for this movie and stuff. So, but before I get in that really quickly, let me just say we're going to knock this out fast, and there's going to be a ton of other videos out today because with Star Wars Celebration going on and all this other news and stuff that's releasing around it, we have a lot to do. So, without further ado, let's get into this. Alright, so the trailer starts with Rey, and pretty much it looks like she's waking up at first, but then it zooms out and you see she's just like on the ground breathing really heavy. And I'm guessing she just finished some kind of training session with Luke, or maybe she had a vision or something and ended up, down there. That's probably what's going on. We get a lot of wide shots of the island she's going to be on and stuff, training with Luke and all that. Then we even get to see her in a new outfit, which is going to be cool. It looks like a cool new look, kind of like a white jacket going on. So that's kind of hinting towards some stuff if you've been following some of the smaller Star Wars things lately. Then we get to see her just swinging the lightsaber around on the hill. They start playing the music. It's great. Like they did that really well. And it looks like she's alone at first, but then we do see Luke kind of come down from the hill. So he is going to be training her. There's a lot of stuff in this trailer that suggests that Luke might not want to train Rey, but we can see from the trailer he's going to at least be observing her and at least helping her out a little bit one way or another. And then we get to see this weird map with like a star on it, and I think this is kind of alluding to like secrets of the Force and stuff, which we'll come back to a little bit later in the trailer, like towards the end. So we'll talk about that a little bit more. It's kind of a spoiler, but not really because it doesn't tell us anything, but at the same time, it's something. So, yeah, anyway, moving on from that, we get a shot of what looks like Princess Leia. So it's really awesome to see Carrie Fisher in this movie. This is going to be the ultimate tribute to her. I saw they had a little tribute to her at Star Wars Celebration. That was really nice. So rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. You did a outstanding job. One of the best actors of all time. So then moving on from that, we get to see like these weird sand vehicles. I don't know what to call them. They kind of remind me of the racing pods from the first Star Wars. I don't know if I said that right. But they were something pods. I can't remember the actual name. But anyway, then we get to see Finn. He's pretty much still in that coma, looks like, from when Kylo Ren completely bodied him in the last movie. But yeah, at first, when you go back and watch that scene, it doesn't almost look that horrible. But then you realize, he got like hit in the back with a lightsaber, like straight up his back, like probably did a lot of damage to like his spine and nervous system and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, he's probably, I'm kind of guessing he might not be in the first part of this movie. If he does wake up, I'm guessing it's going to be kind of towards the middle or maybe even towards the end of the movie. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But they can do some interesting stuff there. But this base he's in, this rebel base, it looks like it gets attacked because we do see that Paul guy, I forget his last name. But we see him running with the little new droid they have, and we see the base, like we see explosions in it, and we see the Millennium Falcon flying around shooting TIE fighters. So it looks like they're going to get attacked and stuff. So that's awesome. Then we have this scene of Rey, and she's pretty much running across the beach on the island still looks like, at least that it looks like the island. I don't know who she could be fighting out here. Maybe she has a rematch with Kylo Ren and maybe he wins this time. Who knows? It's really hard to say. And sorry, this image is really blurry. Like, this was the hardest picture to take in the whole trailer. Like, this was the hardest one to start to get a good image of. Like, it was just hard. But moving on from that, let's talk about Kylo Ren, because earlier in the trailer, I know some of you probably thought I skipped this, but earlier in the trailer, we do get to see his mask. It's shattered, like, and this is kind of interesting because a lot of people figured that he was probably going to be wearing the mask throughout most of this movie, if not all of it, after he got his face cut pretty bad by Rey in the last episode or in the last movie, and we can actually see him later on in the trailer. We see the scar across his eye. Like I said, she got him pretty good, and we do know that she got him across his arm and shoulder a little bit too, I think, with that lightsaber. So some people are thinking maybe he has a bionic arm or something, because you know Snoke wouldn't want the weight for his arm to heal. He wants him to train now and all that stuff. So people have been theorizing that, but it looks like he still has a normal arm here. We'll have to wait till the movie actually comes out to find out more about that. But yeah, I kind of do think Kylo Ren is either going to fight Rey or Luke in this movie. I think so. But moving on, let's talk about these last two shots in the trailer. Well, not the last two ones, but before the last one. At first, I didn't realize what this is, but this is pretty big, guys. This is a closer look at the flashback of the Luke's Jedi Academy getting destroyed by Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren. Like, if you actually look, I realized after going back and making this video, I kind of realized that that's R2 right there, and that's Luke. And it's the same scene from the first movie, just a different viewpoint of it. And at first, this just looks like they're showing you it from a different angle. Maybe Luke's going to have another flashback to it. But then we see that this flashback that he's going to have this time is going to go even more in depth on what happened. Because we can also see that they show, like, it looks like some stormtroopers or some weird characters. I don't even want to call those stormtroopers. I think that might be the Knights of Ren. When you actually look at it closer, that might be them, because we know we know from like concept art and stuff, they have some weirder design to their armor and stuff. So that actually might be them walking through the fire at the Jedi Temple, and Kylo Ren might be with them, a younger version of him, of course. So yeah, like, that's going to be pretty interesting to see more close up. I wonder if they're going to do like they did with Order 66 and like just show that completely. Like, that's gotta be a hard blow, and this is going to play a lot into the ending of this movie and what's going on with Luke, because you know this scarred Luke. This pretty much this was a major blow. After this happened, he disappeared, went into hiding, just like cut all contact with everyone. So yeah, then we get to the end of the trailer where we have Luke standing at the entrance to the cave, and he's pretty much like, it's time for Jedi to end. It's time for the Jedi to just end. We don't need them anymore, stuff like that. So yeah, like, Luke wants the Jedi to end, and a lot of people are going to hear that and they're going to be like, oh, he's either lost hope or he's turning to the dark side a little bit. No, I don't think people would think Luke's turning to the dark side, but they're probably going to be like, he's lost all hope and stuff. But I don't think that's what this is. Hear me out on this. I really don't think Luke has just lost hope in like the Jedi and the Force and all that. I think he's found something new, And what I'm talking about is, if you notice, a lot lately in Star Wars canon, they have really been pushing the idea of gray Jedis lately in the canon for Star Wars. Like, Kylo Ren, in a way, is kind of a gray Jedi, but you know, he leans a little closer to the dark at the moment, to the dark side. So there's that. But if you don't know what gray Jedi is, it's pretty much like a Jedi or a Sith, or just any person who's in the middle of the Force. They're not particularly, you know, on the light side or the dark side. They're just in the middle and kind of there and doing their own thing. The perfect example of this is Ahsoka from Star Wars Rebels, the TV show. I know a lot of people don't watch Star Wars Rebels because they weren't very happy with the way the first season went or how it was looking. So, you know, they just kind of cut out. But I really recommend you go back and watch that show, because I think they're implementing like a lot of things from that show into like the bigger stuff from Star Wars, such as the movies. It already, like, the show has already like kind of connected directly with Rogue One. So if you liked Rogue One, there you go, that's something. And then like they're bringing some awesome stuff back. So make sure you check that show out if you haven't already. But yeah, I think Luke is a gray Jedi in this movie. I think he's become a gray Jedi. I think he's not following the light side or the dark side anymore. And this kind of goes into the spoilers a little bit. But don't worry before you like hurry up and click off that button. These are not massive spoilers. These are not anything that's going to ruin the plot of the movie for you or anything. But because to be honest with you, I haven't even heard the whole story of the spoiler or anything. I just know the small part that Luke has discovered like secrets about the Force that the Jedi and the Sith didn't know about and stuff. So a lot of people are kind of speculating what this could be, but I think this is going to be what pushes him to be a gray Jedi, and that's why he says it's time for Jedi to end at the end of the trailer, because he doesn't want any more Jedi, or he doesn't want any more Sith, because he realizes both ways are kind of flawed and just kind of not as great as they could be, and he realizes the way to go is great, like it's more powerful or whatever, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm definitely interested to see how that can work. When you look at Ahsoka from Star Wars Rebels, she kind of was, to be honest with you, she was kind of powerful as a gray Jedi. Like, she actually managed to stand up in a fight to Darth Vader. Some people are going to say, well, he still kind of did wreck her in that fight, but she actually got a hit on him. So that's something. Like, we can kind of assume like the path of a gray Jedi leads to more power and all of that. Kylo Ren's already on that path. If Luke's on that path, then he can teach Rey to get on that path, which would explain her new outfit where it looks like she's wearing the white coat. That would be awesome, because you know, whites, once again, Star Wars Rebels, Ahsoka, white lightsabers, the comparison there, and then the white jacket on Rey now. So maybe they're doing stuff with gray Jedi. I think we're going to see it. That's my big prediction for this movie. Gray Jedis are going to become a bigger thing in this movie, so get ready for it. But yeah, I'm probably going to do some more in-depth videos talking about this kind of stuff, but I feel like I did a pretty good job of talking about everything in this video. So if you guys enjoyed this, please leave likes and comments down below. Please hit that subscribe button for more Star Wars content. I'm also doing Samurai Jack right now, and then there's some other cool shows and movies. I'm gonna talk about that new Transformers trailer. God, I gotta hit that up a little bit, and then we also have some gaming stuff coming up. So if you enjoy all that, please hit that subscribe button, and just let me warn everybody, like, I'm going through some technical issues with just my computer, so like thumbnails right now are kind of impossible. So sorry if the videos look kind of unprofessional before you click on them, but you don't worry, I'm working on fixing that. I'm trying to get as many thumbnails on these videos as I can. So thanks for understanding, guys. I'll see you guys on next video. ZFR out.